In this video, we will be tying Kelly Galloup's Butch Caddis. We will start with the hook and the vise and start the thread, then cut off the tag. We will advance the thread down the hook and back up to where we started. We will now cut a small piece of the antron and tie it on top of the hook down to the bend. This will create the shuck and the underwing. You will then cut the shuck about a half a hook's length. Make a thin noodle of dubbing on your thread and wrap it forward to just behind the wing. Add more dubbing as needed. We will now fold the underwing and tie it down with a few wraps of thread. And we will cut it about half the length of the shuck. We will then add some more superfine dubbing to the front of the hook. For the wing, we'll be using deer hair. Cut about a half pencil size clump. You can use natural or bleached hair. Here I am using a natural. Use a comb or your fingers to remove all the underfur and fluff. We will now add it into the hair stacker and bump it a few times. We will then ensure the tips are aligned. Measure a wing to match the underwing and tie the deer hair in, making your first wraps right behind the eye of the hook. Advance the thread back to where the underwing was tied in and secure it with a few wraps of thread. We will then sweep the butt ends over and capture with a few wraps of thread. You want to try and get them to the sides and on top of the hook, not underneath. This will create a bubble-like head. As you can see, the hair is on the sides, not on the bottom. We will then secure it with a few more tight thread wraps. We will now give the caddis a haircut, hence the name, the Butch Caddis. We will chop the deer hair, creating a small but ultra floatable wing. This haircut does not need to be perfect, and is okay if it looks a bit messy. We will now add the rubber legs. We will loop it around our thread and bring it to the near side of the body. We can then tie it in with a couple of firm wraps. We can then adjust to the side of the body. We can then cut them down to size. We will then loop another piece of the rubber legs around the thread and bring it up to the far side of the body. And we will make a couple of firm wraps to hold them in as well. And we will also cut them to length. We will now complete a 4 to 5 turn whip finish and cut the tying thread free. For durability, add some head cement or here UV finish. The fly is now complete. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.